Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Valley Flying here. I'm back. And today, have a special video for you. And we're doing the top 10 protectors. Now, I say we because I have a special guest this video. This is the guy that did the first tier list for Marvel Strike Force over on his channel. And he's here. We're doing the top 10 protectors. Now, we did the first part on his channel. So I'll put a link down in the description down below. Make sure you check that. We go over number 10 all the way down to number 6. We're finishing it off here. Make sure you give him some subscribe because he has his face on this video, but he's not fully revealing it until he gets those 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you give him a subscribe as well. Welcome, Pa Pokeman. Let's talk about the protectors, huh?
Hey, nice to be here. So today I'm ready to talk about some protectors again. And do you want to start us out with Hulk in number 5?
Oh, yes. Hulk is number 5. Actually, let's start with the guys that didn't make the list. Because there's some... We went over a few of them. And I got to talk about this guy because he's so bad. Ravager Bruiser, the worst character in the game, in my opinion. This kid is so bad. He is... Oh, my goodness. I don't like this guy. And then there's a few others that are pretty good that didn't make the list. They're decent. Do
you want to talk about real quick why you don't like them?
Shield Security. We got Hydra Armored Guard and Mercenary Riot Guard. They're decent. They're okay.
Yeah.
But the other characters are just better. And yeah, so we had Aim Security at 10, Kree Royal Guard at 9, Hand Signature at 8, Kingpin at
put him at 7.
Luke Cage was at 6. We had a hard time with 6 through 10. We went through a lot of discussion. I think we're pretty much in agreement on 1 through 5.
Yeah, I think we know the placement for these, and these are relatively set in stone, unlike 6 through 10, where you could probably move people around if you really wanted to.
I think number 4 you can make an argument for as well because you'll see when we get there.
Yeah, yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. That could be a little iffy for some people.
All right, so number 5, the Hulk. How are you feeling about the Hulk? How are you liking him at this spot right here?
I like him. One of his big problems is he's relatively slow because he's the Hulk, but I'm a big fan of him because I run an Avenger team in the game, so he synergizes well with them. He's a nice second tank. He's a nice second tank with my Captain America, and then he does a lot of damage with his AoE. Plus, when he drops below 50% of his health, he can gain speed up, death proof. He's just, I think he does a really good job tanking with pretty good damage. He's just a little slow.
See, as after he gets his taunt off, I don't mind him being slow. It's just he needs some speed to get that taunt off, and that's his issue. Once he gets that taunt off, he's cool. He could be as slow as he wants. He could take all that damage. He has a lot of health. As far as health, he has the second most in the class, and I'm assuming the second most in the game. With the caveat that we haven't seen Thanos' full kit at level 10, so...
Yeah, we don't really know about him.
I'm not sure what Thanos is going to look like, so he's not included in this. I don't have any stats for him except his speed, but... Hulk's a solid character. He's a lot of health. He has the most damage in the class. His raw damage is 2,400, which is more than a lot of base damage of some of the brawlers and the blasters that I've seen. So his raw damage is high. He has some good attack. It does adjacent damage. It's pretty good. So and if you have him in an Avengers team, you're running it with Black Widow. He's getting a little extra speed to get that taunt off. So that's a good thing. My problem with him and why I rated him where I did was because you can't farm him.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna get him eventually, but you can't. Everybody's after you get to about level 50, you should have him at level 4. I've been playing for a while. I still don't have him at 5-star yet. How about you? How many
I
stars
managed
do you have
to just get him up. I barely got him to 5-star recently.
Just got it to 5-star.
Yeah, he's really hard to farm. Well, you can't farm.
That's my problem with him. And maybe they'll change that in the future. And if they do, he might move up the list. Although, not too far because the rest of these tanks are pretty good.
Yeah, these are all very good picks.
All right. Coming in. Number 4. This is one I wasn't sure about. But it's Crossbones.
So for Crossbones, I think a big reason why we put him up here is his taunt's good. It's nothing to really write home about. His basic attack, it's okay, nothing too crazy. But he has this one skill that really puts him right up here. Do you want to talk about that one skill?
It's quite frankly, you can make an argument it's the best skill in the game. It is a huge damage attack. I think someone in my alliance said it's the 8th highest single target damage in the whole game. But it's an AoE. But it's a huge 430%. And let's look at his base damage. His base damage is not that shabby. His base damage is 2,000 at gear 10. So that's a huge attack that's coming from him. But he kind of sucks. He sucks as a tank is the problem.
Yeah, once he uses that taunt.
If you want that move to go off, you don't want him to be taunting and taking on his damage and then not being able to get that move off. So you're going to need another tank with him, or you're going to have some way for protecting him, maybe like a shield operative or Hydra. I think it's Scientist. It's one of the Hydra guys that can protect him pretty good as well. But
yeah, it just kind of makes him hard to use in that way.
Yeah, I mean, with the way I use him, I'm doing basic, and then I'm getting that detonate off. Once that detonate goes off, that's when I taunt with him because that heals him a little bit. But I'm not taunting with him before that detonate goes off. How about you? How are you using him right now?
Well, usually when I run him, he's in a dual tank team. I'll probably put him with either Cap most of the time. So usually I'll have Cap taunt, and then he should be able to, Cap should be all good, and then I'll have Crossbones taunt, and then he should be able to survive one turn of taunting. And then usually by then, he'll be close enough to his detonate that I can usually pull it off after that turn, so I'm able to keep Crossbones alive until then.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much that one move. I mean, the rest of the stuff is decent, but nothing too special. It's that one move, really. And if you're running Crossbones, you need some kind of strategy to keep him alive until he gets that move off. Yeah, and then hopefully it gets off and doesn't miss and all that, but you want to kill. You want some people dead when you do that move. Because Crossbones is gonna die soon after that. Even with his death proof, he's gonna die soon after that.
Yeah, because even though he'll get 2 death proof when you rank it up high enough, if you're going against 4 or 5 people that are all low in health, that'll be gone in less than a round. So he's just hard to keep alive to get to that place where you can use his quote unquote ultimate.
Yeah, he's good. He's number 4. He was
he fell out to number 3.
That's where we ended up putting him because he's a good character. He's just not good at protecting anybody.
Yeah, but he got beat out by our number 3, and that is Drax.
This guy is one of the best tanks in the game. Honestly, when you talk about good tanks, this is where it starts with Drax. He's got that pre-taunt, so you can't go after anybody. Because usually the AoE moves aren't on the first turn. So that first turn, you're surviving because Drax has that taunt up there.
And then he can do his active taunt later on once he feels like he needs to. So he can taunt 2 times, which is way more than a lot of other characters are able to taunt in such a short time span.
Well, it's got a 4-turn cooldown at level 6, but he didn't have that taunt before global launch. That was something I think that they added there, and that's what he was really missing. Because before the global launch, in his passive, he had a chance to taunt every time, and it wasn't really good. He really moved back up the meta with that global launch and having that taunt on his second skill. Because he has that taunt, and he has drain on every single move, or every single attack that he has. So he's getting some health back.
Yeah, he was very mediocre up until the game launch. Now that he has the 2 skills that can taunt, he's much better, and that allows him to protect his team with the drain. It keeps him alive. He's just all-around really good tank.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health too. He's tied with Hulk for the second most health in the class. So he's able to take a lot of damage. His damage is not too shabby either. He's got 2,200 damage at level 10 gear. But he is slow, which is why that pre-taunt helps.
Definitely. But he wasn't as good as our number 2 spot. And up there we have Captain America. So you want to talk about why we put him up as high as we did?
All right, let me talk about his stats first, because his stats kind of suck. But his kit makes up for it. His health is the lowest out of all the protectors. He's only got 19 health. That's lower than some of the blasters. That's lower than some of the brawlers. It's not good. He's got a lot of speed, though, and his damage is very mediocre. It's not a lot of damage. But what he does, where he starts to shine, is when you look at his kit. Inspire. I think you can make an argument that this is one of the best skills in the game.
It's very
Detonate
strong.
is pretty good, but Inspire does so much just on that one thing that it bumps him up so high.
Especially in an Avengers team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you need him in an Avengers team because he's giving energy all around. He's giving energy left and right. He's getting a taunt with that, so he's a tank. But if you look at his passive, he has a 25% block chance, plus 5% block. And then he's getting extra health. And then if he's in an Avenger team, you're getting 5 per Avenger.
Oh, that's a lot of block.
That's a lot of block. So, he kind of can hold up even without low health.
Yeah, with my Avengers team where I put Cap, more times than not he's blocking, and that it makes every attack super. It's almost nothing whenever he blocks.
If you put him in a full Avengers team, he's getting like 50% block. He's blocking half of those shots. So that puts his health up to close to 40,000 if he's blocking half the shots.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it that way, because he's solid. And then his third skill, the shield throw. Let's talk about that. That's solid. That's a solid thing on top of Inspire, because it's
very
chain
good
damage. But it's also clearing 2 positive effects.
Yeah.
You got someone taunting on the other team. That's removing it.
He's just a very well-rounded character. And
he's solid.
He can get defense up on his basic attack, too. I mean, he's tanky, relatively good damage. He provides so much to his team.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the definition of protector. Like, he follows through.
And until a couple days ago, he was the top tank, hands down, no question.
Then we got someone who's pretty big in the Marvel universe.
We got something big. We were talking about this before the update. We had to shift around our rankings because this character came out. I mean, you just look at the list. You know who we're going to have on our number 1 spot.
I think you guys know who's number 1.
And we don't have as much information on this guy as we do these other tanks, but
he's pretty
far,
strong.
So
do you want to take off with him?
You know what? I got to pull up his skills because I don't remember them off the top of my head. I don't know if you have them right there.
I have them pulled up right here. I can talk about them.
I'll let you talk about them because I don't have it pulled up right now.
So the number 1 protector in the game, we have Thanos, the big purple guy, the big MCU villain, and he definitely brings that power into this game. He is something else. He has a target. He's a normal, just basic attack, but it's not actually all that normal because he'll get counter when he does it. Then he can attack someone for a ton of damage, 300% at level 6. He'll apply offense down to them. Then he'll get a taunt. Then he has an AoE.
Whoa! That's a huge attack.
It is a huge attack.
He has some strong base damage as well, so that's a high percent off of some high base damage. That is killer.
He is,
and he's giving offense down to them. So when they attack, they're not doing as much damage. You go after their big attacker, they're not as much of a threat, especially if they're a single target attack.
I mean, he's just he's scary when you go up against him.
It's crazy.
And it doesn't even end there. He has an AoE attack that has 100% drain, and it cannot miss.
Wait. How much drain did you say?
100%.
100% on an AoE.
It's
what the heck?
At level 6.
He's getting all of his health back.
That's crazy. And he gets extra resistance when he's taunting. And he can generate ability energy when he kills someone.
What? What did you say?
He's crazy. Not to mention the fact that he doesn't even have any synergies yet. He'll get to apply energy and stuff like that when he has Black Order characters.
When the rest of the Black Order come out, oh my goodness,
he's gonna be.
This guy is gonna be even better than he is now, and he's already the top protector in the game.
I mean, his health pool is huge too. I mean, he has everything. His
speed is 94, so it's not super fast, but it's not slow either. His speed is decent.
I mean, he just changed the game. I mean, we went from all characters that were just pretty... I mean, he's like on an entirely different level of almost every character in this game, which I guess you could expect from Thanos.
And the good thing is he's kind of free to play.
He is very easy to obtain.
Most people get about 65 shards of him for free in that event, and then during Alliance raids, you could keep unlocking him. Now, I'm curious. It says until May 15th, so I'm curious to see what is going to happen with him after that. What do you think is going to happen with Thanos after that event raid stops? How do you think they're going to give shards for him?
Well, I'd like to hope they'd bring back the Thanos raids. Maybe they could do like a bi-weekly thing. Like maybe 1 week we'd have the Thanos raid, and then the next week we wouldn't, or something like that. But I don't really know. They haven't exactly been good with bringing back events. We have the Rocket Raccoon event that hasn't been showing up for a lot of people. So honestly, we don't know. We have no pattern for how they return characters. They haven't really been returning Rocket Raccoon, who had his event. They haven't really returned the Iron Man event for a while. So who's to say what they do with Thanos? I hope he's not in Blitz. I really don't like it when they're in Blitz.
Blitz, I think he's too strong of a character to put on Blitz. You got to do something. You got to keep him in Alliance raids or something like that to me. Because I don't think anybody could unlock him at this point.
Yeah.
At this point of making this video, I don't think anybody's unlocked him, even Wales, because you have to be playing Alliance raids for a while, and I think that's proper.
I haven't even gotten any additional shards yet for him.
Yeah. We are completing a raid.
That's what we're doing. We're in our tier 2 raid.
But it's going to be a while until we start doing 100% on these Thanos raids there.
But he's going to be everywhere. Once people have him, expect him in every single Blitz team. He's gonna be in every team.
Yeah, he doesn't have any synergy, but he doesn't need any. He's so strong.
Thanos is he blew everybody else out of the water. As soon as we saw him come out, we were like, Thanos is top tier. Thanos is number 1, and we just booted everybody down a spot.
Yeah, I sent you the list of his skills, and like, oh yeah, that's the guy. You're like,
Thanos did. He was a crazy good character. Well, that was quite a way to end off the list with Thanos, Thanos is just, I'm so excited to get to put him in my arena team. You got any final thoughts about the list?
I think it's pretty solid. I mean, you could make an argument for some characters to move up a little, to move down a little, but I think they're all within 1 or 2 places of where they should be. I think the list is solid at this point. Obviously, as the meta changes and new characters get released and skills get reworked, this list will change and probably have to do an update video. But I think as of right now, the list is pretty accurate and solid to where everybody belongs.
Well, it's been great to do this video with Valley. If you came from my channel to check out Valley's channel, I hope you do subscribe. He's done a lot more of these lists on his channel, so if you enjoyed it, this is a lot more to find on his channel. And if you're from Valley Flying's channel and you'd come to my channel, I hope you do stick around for a while.
Yep, check out. He's got some great content. I played the other game that he talks about too.
DC Unchained.
Unchained. I don't have as much experience as him, so I haven't made a lot of videos about it, but he's got some great content on there. Make sure you check out his channel. I'll put a link down below to the first part of the list so you could go check it out on his channel. And that's it, unless you got anything else.
Nah, I don't have anything else today. But, actually, I do have one more thing. I gotta end it out like I usually do. But what do I know about tier lists, guys? I am just a 16-year-old. Signing off, guys.
Have a good one, man. Valley Flying out.